for us. Let's go right ahead and jump into questions here for Glass. Our first question is going to be Doug Roberson. Doug, your line's unmuted. Go ahead.
Hey, Coach Glass, congratulations.
Thanks, Doug.
Wondered if you could just describe today's experience. Your first win, your first game in charge, nobody in the stadium, 2 fantastic goals from Pity Martinez. Just kind of, if you could sum up how you're feeling right now.
I'm delighted. Delighted with the response from the players. You're never sure exactly what's going to happen until the ball starts rolling. So we've seen a great response in training, and they've carried it on tonight. Their work rate was amazing, considering they're a couple of games behind Nashville, obviously, who had a couple of games on the road. So there's the fitness aspect and how hard they've worked. We're really pleased that they got the reward for all the work that they've put in.
Thanks. Next question, Felipe. You are unmuted. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good evening, Coach Glass.
Hey, Felipe.
Congratulations on the win.
Thanks.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I've got you, Felipe. Yes, yeah.
Okay, thank you. 2 questions. The first one, the shape was much better. I mean, there's clear structure in the team. Some of the players over the week said that you were expecting them to distribute quicker from the back all the way through the lines up to the attack. Were you satisfied with the pace of play? And go ahead and answer, and I'll ask you my second question.
Yeah, I'm not good with 2 questions, so you're doing that now. That's good, thank you. I think at times, delighted. Obviously, there was a little bit of rustiness the way that we were playing. We're trying to be expansive. There's going to be mistakes, but I think the important factor in that is there was a great response every time we gave it away. So we were difficult to play against, and it wasn't an easy thing for if Nashville stole it or we gave them it. It was quite difficult for them to get through. The times that we did cut through them, there was one in particular in the first half, right playing out from Goose right at the back, ends up on the left wing, and there's a cross coming in the box. So that's exactly what we're looking for. That's exactly the type of team we want to be.
And then the second question, just curious what you expected to get out of Matias Rosetta today. Clearly very good on the ball, but he was deep, he was a little bit forward. What was your expectation there?
He played a great role for the team. He started off as part of the 3-man midfield. We tinkered a little bit at the start of the second half, moved him a touch wider to move Pity more central. Didn't feel like it was working, didn't look right. So again, we were quite flexible and we moved it again. So Matias ended up shifting. He ended up shifting across to the right-hand side when Mo came on. We obviously knew how dangerous a Cam was going to be when he came on there, and we just felt like he was better suited. So yeah, Rossetto ended up playing in probably 3 positions, but he did them all very well, and he did his work for the team. And he's, like you say, he's fantastic on the ball, and we know what we'll get from him in that regard.
All right, our next question is going to go to Joe Patrick. Glancy, can I have you move the mic just a little bit closer if possible?
Yeah. And come closer to it. Sorry, guy, I can't see what you guys are seeing, so apologies.
All good. Joe, you are unmuted. Go ahead.
Hey, Glassy. I just wanted, after seeing this team play for 90 minutes, do you have any kind of inclination as to where this team can improve, what you want to work on with this group for the next game?
I think a lot of it's going to come with time. Like I said, it's the first game, and they've been itching to play against another team. They've been playing against each other for 3-4 weeks, so the difficulties that throws up, you try to change teams around to keep the whole group as fit and strong as they can and make it really competitive. So I think just naturally they're going to get better at keeping the ball, moving it quicker. Like one of the earlier questions, if it's getting moved a little bit quicker, people get more time on the ball. They've got better options. So I think as a natural fitness and a natural game feeling comes back, we'll be a whole lot better on the ball. But I think when you score a couple of goals and you don't let one in, there's some level of success within that tonight. So we're fairly pleased, but we know there's bits and pieces to work on.
Next question, Jonathan Segal. Jonathan, you're unmuted. Go ahead.
Awesome, thank you. Pity Martinez, of course, gets the brace tonight. First multi-goal game from him in Major League Soccer, CCL notwithstanding. What did you see from him? Just seemed like some renewed energy and kind of comfort from him. What were your impressions from obviously a player who's massively important for this club?
I think he was brilliant tonight. I think first half there was a couple of bits and pieces that, like the whole group, there was a little bit of rust. But his work rate for me from start to finish was unbelievable, especially second half. And then I think if he's not working, he doesn't score that second goal. But his work rate was phenomenal. off the ball. So again, it might not be noticed, it might not be what he's famed for, but he's scored 2 great goals. He's worked really, really hard for the team. So I think he'll be delighted with his work tonight, and hopefully ready to go again Wednesday night with a similar type of performance.
Next question, Rebecca Ramirez. Rebecca, you are unmuted. Go ahead. Rebecca, unmute your line. You are clear on our side.
Oh, sorry about that. How do you feel about Billy's performance today?
Yeah, I think he was fantastic. His work rate for the team was top level. There was times he's pressing balls that you're thinking, if any player leaves that bit of pressure, you'd think you can understand it, but he was going all in, like we're trying to get them to do. And then obviously supporting the play for his second goal, and his finish is what a top level player can do. And that's why he's here. And to be fair, his first goal as well is very persistent. He's trying to be dangerous. He's trying to get in positions to score goals, and he does. He really gets a reward for the workload that he's done tonight and over the last few weeks.
Back to Doug. Doug, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, could you please provide any injury updates on Barco and Meza?
Yeah, I've not spoken to Fernando since he came off. Obviously, he got a knock, and it was enough that the physios merited that he came off. But we had Miles ready for a bit of time to come on anyway, so we'll protect him in that regard. In terms of Barco, had a little knock yesterday in practice, so again I think we've got 3 games in 15 days coming up. So we felt it was better to protect him. He's very valuable to us. He's going to be a great player for us the rest of this season. So there's no point gambling on guys' fitness at this stage.
Next question, Jarrett Smith. Jarrett, go ahead.
Coach, you had to make the change right at the start of the second half to bring Robinson in for Meza. How does that change the back line and the communication, really any structure you had for a plan going into that second half?
Not too much, because Miles a very good centre half. He's quick. He's strong. Obviously, you don't want to change things if you don't have to. But we ended up, there was a minute to go at the end of the first half, and obviously with the 3, I think they call it 3 moments for the substitutions, we didn't want to burn one of them with 1 minute to go. So Fernando stayed on for that last minute, stayed strong, just played a little bit of positional, and then we moved Franco central, and we brought Brooks Lennon back to right back, just to try and ride that out and not waste a moment on it, and that proved valuable later in the game as well. So the coaching staff, we had to think quite quick in that time, so that we didn't just burn a sub, throw someone on, there's a minute gone, and then you leave yourself up against it in the second half.
Next question, Paul Newberry. Paul, go ahead. Paul, you might be muted on your end, but you're clear on ours.
There we go. You better now? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Coach, I'm just curious, you talked about how well the team played and how pleased you are with that. I'm just curious personally, what does it mean to you to get this win, being kind of thrust into a tough situation, and just personally getting this win, what does it mean to you?
To be honest, I don't see it as being thrust into a difficult situation. I'm getting, along with the rest of the staff, we get an opportunity to work with a great group of players. So that's the first thing. I don't see it as a problem. We are... I've forgotten the question. Sorry, can you repeat the question?
sorry, hold on. I just blocked. I'm going to move. Paul, come back to you. Jay Black, I'm going to go to you. Go ahead, Jay.
I know, Coach, you kind of mentioned this earlier, but we had some audio issues. But I just wanted you to, if you wouldn't mind, expand a little bit on what you thought the fake crowd over the PA system, how that came off tonight.
I thought it was quite good, actually. Obviously, we did it in training during the week, so the lads knew what was coming. It's a great way of us kind of feeling like the fans are still there. They're a huge driving force for the club and the team. To me, the biggest disappointment tonight is that they weren't able to be in the stand tonight. And when that second goal goes in, I think the roof's going to come off. So hopefully when they get back in the building, we feel it for real. But in terms of what it did for us tonight, I think just having that awareness that they're there, that they're a backing for us, and the lads know what they're representing and how many fans we've got. So the fact that they get to sit at home and watch it on television, and they enjoy a win as well tonight, I'm sure. But the noise was a help.
Last question, Paul. I'm going to unmute your mic again. Can you hear us
Yeah, no, I was just, Coach, just what it meant to you personally to get this first win.
The thing for me is to me it's not about myself. It's about a group of staff and it's about a group of players. I'm just so happy for the players tonight. There's a lot of people got a lot to say about what they are and what they are not. But I think their work rate has been fantastic since myself and the staff had the opportunity to work with them. So as long as that continues with us, that we're in charge of the group, if that continues to happen, we'll be delighted. You feel great after a win. Yeah, I feel like I'm part of a big team here, and we're just delighted to get 3 points back on the board, clean sheet, couple of goals. And then maybe people start talking about how good Atlanta are again, rather than they can't score. We went 1 for 3-4 games, so that's what we want to be hearing, and it's up to us to make sure that happens.
Thanks, Blassie. We'll have either P.T. Martinez or Brad Guzan next.